They told me not to clean room 209. I was new at the hotel, a replacement night shift for a small, outdated inn near the edge of town. Nothing fancy. Faded wallpaper, dim hallway lights, and a strange rulebook. Follow everything on this list and never, under any circumstance, open room 209. I laughed, but I couldn't help myself. The door had a metal plate screwed across it, like a DIY seal. A faded sign above it read, "Maintenance ongoing." Yet no sounds came from inside. No signs of work, just heavy, cold silence. That room felt wrong. Thought it was a joke, but his face didn't. I told myself, the manager would fire me if he found out. I left the TV on. I made it to the stairwell, then turned back to double check. On my first night, the manager, a thin old man with shaking hands, handed me a faded sheet of paper and said, "So my tasks were simple. Vacuum the hallways, refill towels, bring coffee to the overnight guests, and skip room 209. Simple, like something was behind that door. But then I reminded myself, I was the new guy. I knew I wouldn't get much sleep tonight, so I might as well finish my rounds. His face went pale. "Stay away from room 209, he pleaded. "Whatever you do, don't let her catch you looking again. She doesn't like company." Then a loud crash, followed by a low, guttural growl. Whatever was in there, it wasn't happy. "You looked, didn't you?" He didn't yell. He just sat down and whispered, "She knows you now." The door was slightly open. Just a crack. I could have sworn it was closed. "You know, she doesn't like it when people leave. She gets lonely." I thought about leaving, but my curiosity got the best of me. Most of the guests were asleep by then. I figured the worst I'd deal with were some drunk partygoers, or maybe a fight in the parking lot. I never expected to survive a shift without getting fired. Just one eye, red-rimmed and wet, staring straight at me. It explained how the maid went missing the night after she looked into room 209. Nobody ever found her body, and nobody ever cleaned room 209 again until now. I see things in reflections and dreams. Even in my own hallways sometimes. I swear I see a cracked hotel door and someone watching me through it. From inside the dark, I slammed the door shut. I felt sick, cold sweat dripping down my back. I didn't even bother hiding it. Next week's episode will be another installment of Local Legends. I'll be reading a creepypasta from a popular forum. I needed to go. I can't wait to read your stories. Until then, stay safe and don't look into room 209. Inside was a photo. A grainy security cam still from 1993. It showed a young maid peeking into room 209. Same position, same angle, same terrified face as mine. So I took out the trash. I didn't listen, and now she won't stop watching. Of course, that room was gonna feel weird. So I vacuumed, I restocked, I delivered coffees, and by the time midnight rolled around, I was done. It was then I noticed the faint glow of the TV from under room 209's door. I hesitated, then continued on my way. I tried to pretend room 209 didn't exist, but I couldn't shake what I'd seen. Mirrors fogged up on their own. Phones rang with static, and every time I walked by room 2, the door would creak open just a bit, always just enough for someone to watch me pass. That's when I saw it. I peeked in, just for a second, and that's when I saw someone staring back. Not a full face, I told the manager. For the next few nights, I tried to ignore it. I started seeing the eye everywhere. In my sleep, it would appear bloodshot and wide, blinking once, at the end as if to say, "See you tomorrow." But before I could continue, the manager stopped me again. Now, he didn't explain anything, but I didn't need him to. I was terrified. One night, I heard a noise coming from room 209. Heavy footsteps, like someone pacing back and forth. I didn't want to find out what was behind that door. The following morning after, of course, avoiding room 209 all night, I went to the manager's office. "We need to talk," I said. He looked up at me, eyes hollow. I told him I couldn't do this job. He didn't try to stop me. He just handed me a small box. Then I read the file the manager had given me the first night. When I signed on to be a night watchman at the Grand Blackwood Inn, I thought it would be a boring job. I quit the next day. Weeks have passed since then and I still can't escape it. They told me not to look into room 2. If you ever check into an old hotel and see a door sealed shut, don't ask questions, don't peek. Some things are waiting for you to look first. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more horror stories every week. This episode was written by Matt J. For more of his work, you can check out the playlist. If you have a scary story you'd like to share, please send it to the email below.